Welcome to the odds.com UFC 249 breakdown, coming to you live this Saturday night, Jacksonville, Florida. We brought our best guys, our best MMA cappers to the scene to break down edges and angles and find ways to get that cash. We got the legend Pistol Pete Loshak. We got Big Mo from Mo Scream TV, Boston Nick, and Clint, star of the Die Hard MMA podcast. Right now, we are talking about the main event on the prelims. The main event of the prelims, welterweight bout, 5'10" American, Showtime. Anthony Pettis, minus 150. Opener still at minus 150 at Bet365, going up against the 6'1" American, Donald Cowboy Cerrone, who's sitting at plus 125. Clint, take it away. How do you make moves here?
Jimmy, my best move on this fight is not to take one. I have a horrific record betting Donald Cowboy Cerrone fights. If I bet on him, he gets his ass kicked. If I bet against him, he shows up. I don't know what it is. The man has a personal vendetta against me. If it wasn't for his last fight against Conor McGregor, that was the biggest layup under 1.5 I've ever seen in my life, I would have a losing streak going betting Donald Cowboy Cerrone fights. This is essentially a loser leaves town match. Now, both these guys have such big names. They're not actually going to get released from the UFC, but one of these guys is about to fall into obscurity. The loser of this fight just is never going to be relevant in their division again. They're both getting older. They are no spring chickens. They've taken a ton of damage. Cerrone's on a 3-fight losing streak. All 3 have been by knockout. Anthony Pettis is 1-3 in his last 4, and his only win came at 170 rather than at 155. These guys are complete stayaways in my opinion. The fight is a coin flip, and that's exactly what it is. It's a pick 'em. Shoot your shot, take a side. There's no value either way.
All right, I'll put it to the crew, and you hit back with what your opinion is. I was thinking that I don't know if Cerrone's going to be able to get revenge or not, but if he wins or loses, it definitely doesn't go to the cards. What do you think about just the under 2.5 rounds or inside the distance? I think that's got to be at least a little bit of a good bet, right?
Pettis breaks. I'm sorry, Pete.
Yeah.
Anthony Pettis has got that quit in him. He's been finished 2 of his last 4.
And he's soft at one.
If you put it on him, he will wilt. So if Donald Cerrone comes out full of piss and vinegar looking to get it back after losing on national TV to Conor McGregor, he can put Anthony Pettis down. Plus, we've seen what Showtime can do. He knocked out Wonderboy Thompson. He's the only one to do that, and that was up a weight class. The dude still has that trigger that he can pull. This is another one where both guys can finish, and both guys can be boring.
Did I misstate what I was trying to say? I like the under or the fight not going the distance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said over. That's my bad.
No.
I thought that too. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, is that what I said?
No, I heard what you said.
Yeah, no, you said
okay, let's not cut this then, because that's funny. That's real. All right. No, so let me say it again, and I'll say it even more emphatically. I like the under here, okay? Under 2.5 rounds or a finish. I don't know if Cerrone's going to get revenge or not, or if he's going to come in and he's just too much wear and tear, and Pettis is going to down him or whatever. But one way or another, I think there's more likely than not going to be a finish, right?
Pete, take 2. I agree with you, buddy.
Oh, yes.
The under 2.5 is a better bet than the over 2.5.
Mo Scream TV, what do you think here? Showtime Cowboy.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go Cowboy. I think that Cowboy fights good when he's not under the big light, when he's not the main event, the co-main event, when he's not fighting Conor, other big names. A couple, like his last 3, he did lose his last 3, but it was against Conor, against Gaethje, and against Tony. So my man fights elite people. I think that he's coming out. What is this? The main event of the prelims? Yeah. He's gonna come out the bright. It's not that bright of a light, and also I think he has a path to victory. I think if he comes out and uses his wrestling, a lot of people aren't thinking that he's going to, but Cowboy's fairly smart. He knows he's the better wrestler, and Pettis is one of them guys we were talking about in another breakdown that. He likes to be on his back, so he kind of rolls with the flow with the takedown. Like he's not going to fight the takedown super hard. So I could see Cowboy using his wrestling. He's a little bit better scrambler as well. He throws in combos a little bit better than Pettis does. Pettis has that wow factor, that shock and awe Showtime kick, but that's normally at 155. He did knock Wonderboy out. Normally at 170, though, like my man Clint says, just even at 155, he's a quitter. He finds a way to quit. He finds a way to give up. I just see Cowboy finishing him within the distance one way or another. The pick is Cowboy.
Cerrone or under 2.5 looks like the feel for the guys right now. Boston Nick, what do you think?
I think this goes the distance.
Ooh.
I do.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
If it was 5 rounds, I'd be all over Cowboy inside the distance. But it's 3 rounds. Cowboy's a slow starter. We all know that. So he's going to start slow in that first round. Pettis is not a fast starter by any means, but he's a faster starter than Cowboy. But I'm on Cowboy in this one. I think Cowboy gets it done. I just can't bet the. I'll bet the under maybe, but I don't think I'll take the. I know it's 2.5 minutes, but it's a big 2.5 minutes. I can't place it as a bet. I think I took Cowboy at plus 155. I think is what I got him at. I got to double check my book, but that was the value. Now he's at what, minus 120, Jimmy?
No, Cowboys at plus 125.
25. So minus plus 125 now, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a pass in my situation. If you got it at what I got it at, great. But Pettis is a quitter. Cowboy has something to prove here. But at the same time, you got to think Pettis has something to prove too, right?
Definitely.
Here's some food for thought. When it comes to the UFC, we see a trend of rematches. The younger fighter tends to win. Also in rematches, whoever won the first fight is more likely to win the second. Pettis is both of those in this situation.
Weird. Yeah. Weird.
There you have it. Welterweight bout. Showtime Anthony Pettis, Cowboy Cerrone. Not a lot of Pettis love here. Understandably so, as a minus 150 favorite.
No, I have Pettis love. Oh, were you just wrapping it up? Sorry.
No, come in.
I just feel like I don't know. It's like how do you beat Pettis, right? You get past his kicking range, right, and then clinch until he wears down, and it just doesn't feel like a Cowboy wasn't able to do that in the first round, in the first fight, and I don't see him being likely to be able to do it here either.
That's not a game plan he implements very often either. So even if he can do it, he just doesn't.
Right.
Exactly. Also, though, that he was on steroids then. Okay, we all know this. That Wheaties boy Anthony Pettis was on steroids when he fought Cowboy. We all know this.
Yes.
So I do think that's gonna be implemented. I just think Conor he got blasted for that Conor McGregor fight. Everybody thought he quit. Everybody called him a quitter. Everybody thought he threw the fight. So you gotta see a sick Cowboy coming out of the ranch, out of his fight ranch. So that's why
he also took massive concussive damage in 3 fights in a row. June 2019, September 2019, January 2020. The man's 37 years old, and he's been knocked out, flatlined in his last 2, and then beaten to hell by Tony over the course of 10 minutes before that. His durability is a serious problem.
Hear you, but it's not going 5 rounds. It's going 3 rounds. But at the same time, I'm not going to take Pettis at minus 140, 50 range. I just can't do it. There
you have it. Anthony Pettis, Cowboy Cerrone, the main event of the prelims. Check us out, odds.com. Follow us on Twitter, odds110, and subscribe to our YouTube page right here, Odds HQ, for the best in UFC breakdowns. Enjoy Saturday night.
I'm my favorite type of hoarder. I got kids to feed, I got enemies, I got guys give, so they envy me. Got some friends out in Memphis like I'm Aubrey. Got some friends fought for orange like some autumn leaves. Yeah.